So I'm filming this video in someone else's house. I'm dog sitting for Satan, basically. And it's like 2 in the morning. I've worked 14 hours today. I'm exhausted. But I finally have some time to film. And I was going through my makeup collection a little while ago, putting like the final touches on my 2017 mega project pan. And I realized I'd never filmed my finale for 2016 project pan. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to jump right into it. That's a lie. I really quickly want to say this is my finale for my 2016 project pan, an introduction to a new, just like a little couple month, like a seasonal project pan, and I'm also going to be introducing my Pan That palette for the year. So I'll start off with the two things that I ended up throwing out. I still have them, but like I took them out of the project. e.l.f. Flirty and Fabulous Moisturizing Lipstick. I'm really upset because I didn't have a whole lot left, but this color was just awful. The formula was really bad. It sat really awkwardly on the lips. I couldn't get it to work as a cream blush. I tried my hardest and it just wouldn't work for me. So I'm not going to force myself to use things that I absolutely despise. So I threw it out of the project and I replaced it with a couple things. Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer. This got really old and it worked okay for the first couple months, but then it started separating and like, yeah, you can mix it all back together, but that only puts off the inevitable. So this went bad before I could finish it, but I got maybe to about there before it went bad. So, you know, whatever, it is what it is. Then I finished the translucent powder that was in my aesthetics kit. I'm not going to open it up because that's a lot of work and I'm tired. And after that was done, I replaced it with my e.l.f. tone correcting powder. This is in the shade Cool. Finished it up. It shattered and I ended up just breaking it all up and making it a loose powder and putting it in the container that the other powder was in. But you know, I wasn't planning on finishing that powder up in this project and I ended up doing it, so great. I'm happy about it. Then I finished my Benefit Browsing in medium. Right? Medium, yeah. The powder was like over here. It ended up breaking and I just threw it out because quite frankly, I didn't want to use it. But I did finish up the wax. Then Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in medium deep. All gone. And then pretty close to the end of the project, it's been done for a while now because I'm filming this like January 16th, but Korres Jasmine Lip Butter, all done. Then I'm only showing, it looks like there's product in here, but like technically I did finish this product. It's the Pacific and Natural Beauty Eye Duo. I finished this really early on too because I used it as a face highlight, even though it's an eyeshadow. But I've been pressing shades in it from my Hard Candy Pinking of You eyeshadow palette, so that's what's in there. And I didn't end up finishing the whole palette. I only have these 3 shades left. Which, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm not super thrilled I didn't get to finish everything, but you know, it is what it is. Then I got really close to finishing up my C.O. Bigelow Rose Salve. I made a lot of progress on this. This was another thing I wasn't planning on finishing it up, but I was like pleasantly surprised with how much progress I made. Lush Mint Julep Lip Scrub. This I didn't make a whole lot of progress on. There's maybe about half of it left, just over half of it left, so I'm going to include it in my next project, but after that I'm throwing it out. It's way too old. Then this is the Essence Baby Doll Blush. I had to repress it. I've hit pan in multiple spots. I was kind of upset this wasn't done, but there's not a whole lot left, so I'm not too bummed about it. And then last but not least, the two pencil products. Again, I'm really upset I didn't make more progress on this, but like it is what it is. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. So this is the Essence Kajal Pencil in White. Made quite a lot of progress on that. It was almost completely full when I started, so that's pretty cool. And then this is the e.l.f. Longwear Lip Pencil in Bitter. Again, it was pretty much full when I started, but you know, they're about the same length. The problem with the lip liner is I don't use lip liner every day. So that was the finale for the 2016 portion. Now I'm going to jump into my next project, which is going to be the 7 by Spring project pan. This is going to be a super vague project because I didn't want to just focus on 7 things and 7 things only. I wanted to kind of switch it up. I didn't want it to just be makeup or just skincare or just whatever. So it's just a cluster of crap. Weird, I don't know what just happened. Alright, so the first product is the Essence Baby Doll Blush that I just showed. The second product is the Essence eyeliner that I just showed. And the third is just any 3 Lush products. I have a lot of bath bombs and like bubble bars and stuff like that, but I don't want to be like, I want to use up this one, and this one, because then I'm not going to want to use them. I kind of want to go at my own pace for this one. So any 3 Lush products and it'll be considered done. If I can finish more, that's awesome, but the goal is 3. The fourth item is this e.l.f. It's not e.l.f. I don't know why I said e.l.f. It's Too Faced, their lip injection in Bee Sting. I did mark this down on a piece of paper. So there we go. It's not lining up perfectly, but that's the idea. So I want to use that up. That's the fourth item. Now the fifth is 2 products combined into one, but there's not a lot in either of them, so I'm counting them as one. So the first in this duo is this Pixie Brilliance Balm. There's that much left. I'm gonna mark everything on that piece of paper. So far I only had 2 things written down, but I want to finish this. There's not a whole lot left. And I don't have it with me. I'm pretty sure I left it at work, but I did make a mark. It's the BH Cosmetics, their Twist Up Balm in Nightlife. So there's how much is left. Wow, look at how blurry it is. There's that much left. So in comparison to the Too Faced one, there's not a whole lot left. That's why I'm putting 2 items as one. Then, this is gonna be weird because I don't know exactly how to show it, but I wanna finish up a thing of floss. I just want to try and get myself into a good habit, so I thought flossing was a good one to throw in here. Then the 7th item is to finish up 10 samples. 10 samples. They can be any 10 samples. I just want to finish 10. So that's the 7th thing. I threw in an 8th item, even though it's only 7 by Spring. I threw in an 8th just to kind of motivate me to move it out of my collection and try and get a little bit more use before I throw it out. But like I said earlier, it's the Juleps lip scrub, Mint Juleps lip scrub from Lush. I already showed you earlier, but that's how much is left. I'm only throwing it in here really because I know in a couple months I need to throw it out, but I just want to try and get that last little bit. So it's just me being stubborn. It's getting thrown out after this, but I just want to try. So that is the intro for my finished 7 by Spring. So this is my palette. I want to do a Pan That palette. This is the, wow, it won't focus, nifty. This is the Enhancing Eyes palette from BH Cosmetics in the shade Beautiful Brown Eyes. It's got a nice little array of purples, it's got some browns and some like coppery shades. It's got like a weird light pink that I don't know what to do with. I might just like set my eyelid primer with it, and then a black. So yeah, that's gonna be my palette for Pan That Palette 2017. Because it is a cheaper palette, the quality is not quite there. It's fine if you just want to experiment with some colors, but after like an hour I find they fade. And you know, it's not realistic to wear an eyeshadow primer every day. If you're in a rush, you just want to throw something in your crease, you don't have time to prime your eyes for it. You just don't. So if I can't find a way to get these shadows to work, I might change it, but you know, I'm stubborn. I'm gonna do my best to try and make this one work. So here's what it looks like. No noticeable dips, no noticeable anything. This is just a full palette, and I'm gonna try and use it up. From here on out, everything's gonna get its own video. I'm just kind of backlogged right now. I've been putting filming off. I haven't had time to film. I will see you in my next video. Have a good night. Bye. Why did I tell you to have a good night? I'm so tired. Like, look at that. 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go throw all of this garbage out. It's gonna feel so good to get it out of the way. So good.